Pisces, 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 Pisces. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. How we doing? How we doing? Let's be honest. The new moon in Scorpio. All right. I'm going to wait for people to trail in. I think it might be a little delayed because it's a little delayed, but I think now it's synchronizing. Okay, and so we're here for Pisces. Let's see here. Paula. So I just did the Scorpio read and I had like a big hoodie on. Okay, and Pisces, I swear Pisces. When I was thinking of starting a reading, I almost took even this off. It's interesting. So I don't know what you're coming down to. How many people are we gonna catch? How many people? All right. So let's get started. Pisces, what's going on during the full moon for you? This is an interesting full moon, new moon, because it's in a water sign, right? Scorpio. You are also a water sign, right? Pisces. And so, and it depends, right, what else your moon sign is. It depends what your Venus sign is. It depends what is going on in your chart overall, right? That might speak to how these energies of the new moon in Scorpio might be coming up and about. But in a general way, right? If you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, if you have your sun in Pisces, whatever it may be, you'll likely feel that this is probing at the aspect of your chart and thus your being that speaks of intuition, the element of water, and emotion, right? And also our ability to empathize. So around this time, if you are feeling like, I'm really feeling a lot, all right, I'm feeling like a lot, okay? And maybe you're not even really, you feel like, I don't know if this is my emotion or if this is the emotion of another, I don't know, I'm seeing you even Pisces, wanting to get, your bearings, if there's just a lot, okay, and I don't see comments, so, I don't see comments, oh, yes, okay, anyhow, okay, so if you're, again, this is feeling a lot Pisces, right, around this time, there could be this sensation of, I don't know where my emotions are also leading me. I'm hearing that as well. I don't really get it. I don't really understand, where my emotions are, oh, yay, Tiffany. Yeah, we're on to Pisces now. All right, another water sign. I swear, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. And then I was like, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna do Pisces. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Testament to, right, the Scorpio energy that is well and alive, thriving around this time. Welcome. Okay, and so... All right, let's get into it. Now, yeah, so we were saying, if there is this sort of feeling of, I feel a lot, and I don't really understand, also what exactly perhaps this emotion is telling me. Now, when we are, yay, Empress, yes, when we're in that situation, right, where we're feeling a lot, specifically around certain even cycles of the moon or periods of time that are kind of even, profound, kind of powerful, be it cycles of the moon, be it whatever it is, environments. I'm hearing that as well. Let's backtrack. Whatever we feel we are confronting, be it also just simply an emotion we're feeling, it's a point of reflection, right? For us, in a beautiful way, it can be, and it always is a matter of how you take it. But those situations, those times, those places, they bring up how it is that we perceive of also our own ability. And so this kind of came through as well in the Scorpio reading. And you're asking that question here. Who's this? Who's this? Yay, another Pisces reading. Lush, lush, lush. Lush, lush, lush. Thank you for moderating again. So very kind of you. Very sweet. Charmy, Castro, Pisces and Scorpio possibly can reconcile this November. Okay, I'm hearing anything can happen. Anything can happen. Because anything can happen. All right. You know, it's always a point of reflection, right? Like what it is that we receive as input that we feel we are also feeling on behalf of another is kind of a point of reflection also for ourselves. So it's like if I'm identifying this aspect of this person's being as well, what does that really say about me? Okay, like if I noticed that this particular person had this particular trait or quality, well, what does that really mean? Okay, so what am I actually recognizing? And is it an aspect of my own being? Is it something that I focus on in some kind of way as well? You know, what is it that I feel I am also in a certain way emotionally receptive to? Okay, interesting. So for number of you, it's almost like, you know, you might get to this point where you realize I am aware of certain things more so than other things. All right. So, and maybe at certain points, Pisces, that's not really something you're grateful for. Okay, sometimes you're like, I can't feel anymore right now. Okay, I'm hearing, thank you very much. Thank you. Please, thank you, please, thank you. I can't deal with the discussion. I'm hearing also about it. And so for a number of you, perhaps there is this cycle of also, I'm hearing seeing things perhaps as a pattern. It is something that perhaps has been cumulative, something that has built over time, where you might feel like, I feel perhaps out of balance. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you. Let's say you got a lot of Pisces in your chart, a lot of water. Oh my, you might feel like, you know, I feel like it's getting also overbearing. Perhaps for a number of you, there is perhaps that sensation that you know, things are also, I'm hearing like stagnant for a number of you. Okay, so before we get into that, we're gonna get into the cards, but you have the Temperance card leading out into the future with the Lovers. The Son of Cups is looking over yonder at the Temperance card and the Lovers. Okay, Pisces. I'm hearing knock knock. Are you there, Pisces? Because someone's there for you. Okay, there is something you gotta make a decision on. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. We'll get to that energy here with the Temperance card, the Lovers. What's that decision, Pisces? It's a big one. Ooh, my... Okay, I literally just got, like... my stomach, like, tumbled. It did, like, a somersault. Like, suddenly, I'm, like, acrobatic. Like, but just right here. Okay, just in the solar plexus chakra. Okay, maybe the sacral? Yeah, okay, there's some kind of, like... There's something happening that I'm, like, laughing. I don't know what the... Something. Sagittarius. I'm hearing Sagittarius. Okay, we're all wondering. You're wondering who's involved here? It's Sagittarius. Okay, could be the Sagittarius in your own chart. It could also be, it's so weird because it's like 4 a.m. and someone just like rode by so fast on this like little skateboard. So yeah, I believe it had a motor in it. Anyways, yeah, so there's something here. Perhaps it could be someone you know. It could also be an aspect of your own being. But before we get into that, Temperance here sitting right over the Hierophant. Oh my, I literally felt like my stomach do like a somersault, like a turn. And I'm feeling pressure in the throat chakra, so I don't know, maybe there's something that you are coming to the point of, okay, even creating. It could be something that you're thinking is coming also in your direction. I'm hearing it's coming to you. This came through in the Sagittarius reading that I just posted not too long ago. It was like a few hours ago. And the title of it was something about the lion. Okay, that's like approaching. Like something is approaching. Now, in that Sagittarius reading, and in another Sag reading that I didn't post yet, as at least at the time of me recording this, there was a really strong focus on someone feeling perhaps even that some space is evolving. Now, it could be the energy of another. It could be you tapping into the energy space as well of another, where you might feel like, I feel like, I don't know, you're like looking at it in the mirror, and you're like, I swear, I swear, I think that they're feeling that right now. No, I swear, don't tell me that I'm stupid. Okay, please, either. For having this thought, yet again, I don't know what that's like. Maybe you're talking to someone, maybe you're like bouncing ideas around a room. You're kind of like, you're responding to someone's also message here. I don't know what that's only. Maybe you're texting someone and you're like, I swear they're talking about me. I'm hearing right now. I don't know what that's alluding to. Now, I can see, okay, you said I can see right, they the Sag. Like, there's something someone feels like they just, I don't know. I'm hearing, because we belong together. Is that by Mariah Carey? Like, there's something that somebody, they have a third eye also. Like a mighty eye and presence here. I'm hearing a moment of what is happening, and it's at times like the premonition. It's a premonition for a number of you. It's so damn clear. Now, this could also be the energy of another, especially if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. I know, like, recently in the Sag and the Pisces readings, there was a lot of overlap there between Pisces and Sag. This was like a little while back. Anyways, so I'm hearing competition, competing here with the Lovers and the Temperance card. Now, I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay, necessarily. Okay, greatness. It was so good to feel you here. Thank you for tuning in. And, all right. So, yeah, the Temperance card and the Lovers, and it's like, there's something that we feel. Okay. Oh, thank you for the compliment. All right, we'll eventually get to Aries. Okay. I'm hearing they're on drugs. I don't know what that's going to do. Let's not get into that. Okay. Back to life. I'm hearing back to reality. I don't know what that could be, even an impression this one has. Anyways, when we are dealing with temperance, right? Temperance over here, Sagittarius, we're dealing with Jupiter as well. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. When we're dealing with Pisces, we're also dealing with Jupiter and Neptune on top of that. So the Daughter of Cups here that the Son of Cups has his eye on. Daughter of Cups is in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing, is it time yet? I'm hearing to relay the message now. Okay, the Hierophant's looking at the Daughter of Cups and the Lovers are in between the two. Mirroring the Temperance card. There's something that someone feels they need to get kind of ready. Now, there's a long cycle here. I'm hearing specifically for reviews like 7 days, 7 hours, 7 minutes. Okay, everything's relative. 7 seconds even. Or everything is relative. Like I asked them that question and they paused for 7 seconds. Like 1 100, 2 200, 3 300, 4 400, 5 500, 6. Like that was a long time. Like I don't know, for responding to that kind of question. I don't know, always apply it to your situation. But Pisces, for a number of you, there is something that perhaps again, like you felt like it happens in also waves and stages, perhaps the space that you felt, you've been grappling with and now it's coming back around and some kind of might be at a feeling space that is, something you associate with on a personal level even. This is something I feel that I move through, that I have moved through, and I feel like this concept for me is coming back around the mountain for reflection in some kind of way. All right, so for a number of you, though, when it is Mercury retrograde, so things absolutely coming back from the past in some way. We are in the shadow period, pre-shadow period, which is just as potent as I feel it oftentimes. Everybody's getting ready for work. Oh, I see. All right. Oh, Lush, you are. Okay. Yeah, so he probably feels it, to be honest with you. All right? Whatever this is there a Sagittarius? Okay, I gotta post that. That's what that tells me. I think, it is the one that I did post, but there's another one that I recorded that also speaks of that energy, and it was really somebody's like, I think I'm getting signals that this person is going to say something to me, like, I don't know what that's about. So yeah, you could be dealing with someone who's incredibly psychic as well. Incredibly. I'm hearing especially if I'm hearing Cancer in the chart. I'm seeing specifically related to their sun. Their sun could be like in the 4th house, for example. I'm hearing Cancer real strongly here. Even a Cancer midhaven. I don't know what that's linked to. Anyways, Capricorn. Okay, let's backtrack. Now, that's for like 2 of you. I'm hearing specifically, and I'm feeling pressure in the heart. I don't know what that's about, but okay. I'm hearing the blame game. I don't know. Let's not go there. Daughter Cups. Okay, now. clear that energy. The Two of Cups is in reverse, ten of Cups upright. For a number of you, there's like a radio. I don't know what that is about. It's a signal. It's something that you're tuning into. You're getting insight into. Yeah, he's got a lot of Cancer. Whatever it is, you're dealing with someone who has a lot of Cancer. I'm hearing that specifically. All right, but anyhow, so it's like there's something Pisces. I wish I could read all these comments. Like, okay, so, it's all perception, right? But anyhow, so Seven of Swords here coming through on the floor. So yeah, there's somewhat of this, perhaps, clear the energy. Okay, there's some kind of connection here. I'm hearing it as well in that way. Some kind of expectation I'm hearing as well. Somebody feels something. Now, for a number, you could be dealing with I'm hearing a Cancer. I'm hearing a Cancer. A Cancer. Now, if you are, they're like, I don't know, I feel like they're everywhere. I don't know what that's alluding to. The Hierophant coming through. Oh my, they see you as. I'm hearing their message to the world. Now, I'm seeing it is in this way, like, they are really attracted to you. Okay, now this could be your energy also, but there's something here that's really, really special as they see it. They look at you and they're like, no. I'm hearing this one's different. The Lover's coming through. I'm hearing they're curious about you. They want to learn about you. They want to understand you. Temperance here with Lovers. They're very, very curious about you. But they want to create a space that you can kind of both participate in. Love you, dear Heather. So happy to feel you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I was like about to go to bed and then I saw like people were commenting. They were like, I'm so sad I missed you. And I was like, oh man. Right when you click off, you know? And it's alright. And then someone commented like Pisces. Like that's all they said. They just said Pisces. And I was like, oh man, you're right. I hate Pisces. Okay. Pisces. Now, I'm a Pisces sun, right? I got a lot of Pisces in my chart. Temperance upright, the Hierophant upright. Alright. Now, for a number of you, someone's getting ready to present something big time. Not a joke. Not a joke. They've been reviewing this. It's been time after time, hearing Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. That song, it's like there's something that someone feels like they are almost reciting a space of their own reflection. Interesting. It could be something that someone is presenting to someone like, hello, this is what I feel. Okay, and you know, it's my mission. I'm hearing it's my experience with my emotion. I'm hearing as well that I am kind of in the space of relaying. 10 of Cups upright, 2 of Cups in reverse, and the 3 of Swords is in reverse, mirroring the Emperor in reverse. Now, okay, this energy came through in the Scorpio reading. Lovers mirroring the Emperor in reverse. Somebody is. I'm hearing they're really. For a number of you, this is for a number of you, all right? Yeah, Father of Cups here, right at the base of the Emperor. Like, they're super guarded. I'm hearing when it comes to, they're so freaking shy. This is for a number of you. This person, whoever this is. Okay. Now, it could be your own energy as well, but they're super, like, they, like, peek from behind the bushes. Okay. They peer from behind the curtain. Okay. They're so self-conscious, I'm hearing as well. Like, when they think, but they're so curious at the same time. Okay. I'm seeing, like, the delivery man who's super curious about all of everyone's mail. Okay. He's like, this is my job. All right. I need to technically be professional about it, but I'm so ding dong curious. This energy came through. This exact phrase, ding dong, whatever is coming through right now. The Capricorn reading. Dear Pisces. Oh my. And I believe it also, came through in the Scorpio reading as well. Something about like someone being super perfectionist. Yeah, so, you know, somebody is super also sensitive. I'm hearing sensitive, like they got also like they're very careful about their public image. They're extremely careful about their person. I'm hearing like it's a matter of how they extract. I'm hearing their expression in a public way. Interesting. Like, this person is so self-aware. Like, they look at themselves, and it could be both people, but they look at themselves and they're like, how do they look at the way that I look at the way that I look right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're looking at themselves, analyzing themselves through the lens of how they think someone else is analyzing the way that they're analyzing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, you could be dealing with someone with a lot of water in their chart. Emperor in reverse. Happy to catch you, Annabelle. So good to feel you here. Father of Cups upright. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Son of Cups upright. I don't know, I was like, I'm about to go to bed, and I'm like, no, I just finished that Scorpio read, and I'm like, gotta jump into Pisces. All right. New moon. It's that extreme sort of tendency of a Scorpio, you know, we're not gonna stop here. No, we're not. Okay, I don't care if the bed breaks. I don't know what that's going to, Pisces. I mean, at least I don't want to know. While I'm doing, yeah. Anyhow, the Lover's upright. I'm hearing the Emperor in reverse. I'm hearing it's a serious connection here. I'm hearing that we feel, that perhaps another feels, that we feel, they feel, that they feel, we feel. Now, that's great, wonderful to know. Where does it all go? I'm hearing is the question now. And, you know, at the end of the day, when we acknowledge passion, sometimes it also requires of us to acknowledge pain, pressure. What is it that we feel kind of also stagnates that space of intense emotion? And so I'm saying for a number of you feel that there is a certain experience that you are to have eventually. It's going to happen. I'm hearing that as well. Like, you're so sure of it. I don't know what that's about. You're maybe for a number, you're having like, you feel like I'm hearing you're doing the dishes, and then suddenly you get like some I don't know what, Pisces. I don't know if this is someone who's tuning in now, tuning in tomorrow, maybe in 10 years. I don't know what's going on, but okay, I'm hearing all of a sudden, like, you get like a dick pic. I don't know what that's about. Like, there's something that, you know, maybe you feel, for number, you feel someone's, like, also physical body around you. Like, you feel someone's heat. Now, for now, you're having visions, and you're like, why am I having visions about them with Vaseline? I don't know what that is linked to, Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? Okay, anybody want to chirp up and talk about whatever this is? Because I don't know. I'm hearing somebody might, at a certain point in time, also feel that the connection is creepy. Yeah, for now, you're like, I feel like I hear them, like, calling up the grandma right now, like, talking about, I'm hearing the 7-7 test. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, the Emperor in reverse and the Lover's upright. Now, the Ten of Cups, again, in the middle between the two. Now, for a number, you're dealing with someone who has gone silent. They present as a person who is almost, I'm hearing unmoved, untested. Okay. They're kind of, I'm seeing as well, indirect. All right, they are maybe private at times. They're super even. They may come off as cautious about getting involved in any type of space with anyone quickly. Okay, now, yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, this is exactly the vision I was having. Rain candy. I imagine my Pisces behind me, sometimes arms wrapped around while doing dishes. That's exactly the vision I was having. It's like someone like comes behind you and like you feel like, I don't know. So yeah, now apply it as you do. All right, for some of you, this might be like while you're actually laying in bed. Oh, Pisces. I don't know, Pisces, are you sleeping? I'm going to sleep. Good night. It's bedtime. I'm seeing like talking to your roommates. Pisces are like, yeah, all right. It's bedtime now. Okay. Time to get my my soundtrack going. You know, I need to listen to my meditation beats. And it's time for good old sleep. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Pisces. All right, it was fun. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye. If you're in finance class. I don't know what that's about. Hey, Brefo Bartle. And so it's like, you know, and it's like, you're like in that space where you're like, all right, bye. And then you go home and you're like, or you go to your room and you're like, you're literally fantasizing. Okay, I'm hearing that like specifically. And so for a number of you, it's like you feel like they're like hugging you. I don't know what. The connection here is so strong. I keep hearing that. The feeling also physically is very strong. Now, somebody though feels a whole lot of pressure. Why? Because they feel like they need to somehow make a change here. And I'm smelling like campfire smoke. I'm not sure what that was alluding to. But there is a focus here. The Eight of Wands. Yep. That's a Nine of Cups? That's a Nine of Cups. Yep. Okay. Somebody really feels like a whole lot of pressure to finally make that one presentation. I'm hearing that one also pass to you that makes it all clear. All right. And it's like, oh, that's really their intention. Okay. I get it. All right. All right. So remember, you're dealing with someone who doesn't, they have this even, I don't want to call it a fear or phobia, but they have this hesitation when it comes to making changes. Like, you know, maybe they've built a certain also platform out. It's stable. It's secure. They feel they understand it. And then all of a sudden it's like they have to surprise themselves even in that space. They feel like what they do in that space will throw them off. Yeah, off guard. Okay. But here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, for this individual, it comes down to the emotion that they feel. Now, this came through in the Scorpio reading as well, for you perhaps dealing with Scorpio, specifically someone who has Gemini in their chart. I'm hearing magician-like tendencies here with lovers. They could have even Jupiter in Gemini for a number of you, or even Gemini cusping the 9th house, for example, or Sagittarius, Mercury in Sagittarius, for example. Sag, Jupiter in the 3rd house as well. All right. Now, whatever it is, though, I'm hearing there also, perhaps, there is this fastidiousness. I don't know if maybe they've even got some anxiety. You might not see that, to be honest with you. You might, with this individual, you might not recognize that they have that sort of, because the way they come off on the exterior is like real cool. Okay, they might come off as like real calm. In fact, they might come off as like almost unconcerned. Okay, like it's like I don't even think they really even care. Okay, Eight of Wands, you better believe that they freaking care. Don't even think that they don't care, because there is a certain place for them that they associate with as the space for caring, and that is private. Okay, like they don't, you know, they may not be. And I'm seeing the color green in front of me. There's a focus on the heart chakra. For a number of you, there's something that physically they have trouble acknowledging. Now, it could be, you know, I feel this feeling, and I feel this feeling, and you know, it's a question of how do I manifest it in a physical way? Or how do I take the emotion and I channel it, I transfer it, I'm hearing as well, into this dimension that I even present. Yeah, for now, you're definitely dealing with somebody who has some sort of even smearing. It's a social anxiety. Like and I don't want to label anything, all right? It always takes you out, but it's something that maybe they have even come out and communicated. Now, for a number, I'm seeing like crow's feet. I don't know what that's about, but maybe this is even related to, for a number, this is even like maybe related to a pet or someone. Are we creeping into the Capricorn reading with that one Chihuahua? Who is like, you know, not making the choices that others made because others made them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. All right, let's not get into that. Eight of Wands upright, Nine of Cups upright. Now, for a number of you, they're fantasizing. There is such a strong fantasy space that it almost creates this pressure to actually present in that space. Now, think of it like this. Like, let's say, you know, you're fantasizing so hardcore about something. All right, Pisces? Like, you're like, you go home, you put your headphones on, you put them in, you're thinking, you're dreaming, all right? Because I'm dreaming of you. I'm hearing, I stay up late at night looking up at the stars, and I'm thinking of you, I'm dreaming of you, I'm seeing everything as it would be. And then it gets to that point where you start to realize that I'm hearing you're not roaming. I'm hearing you're not roaming around. I'm hearing you are really here right now. I don't know what that's alluding to. Hold on. So for a number of you, like somebody is dreaming in daylight. Okay. Like I'm hearing they're in design class as well. Here's the Emperor. Like they're in some sort of even public space, but they're like operating on some another dimension or level that has to do with their discussion with their dreams. Now, to say it this way, they are in a fantasy space. Okay, they're feeling a lot. They are almost like floating, if I can say it like that. They're feeling the feels, all right? They're feeling a lot. Now, then though, like I'm saying, they interact. They're in the orbit of this space in which they are to carry it out in some kind of way, in some shape or form. And every time that they sort of come closer to the manifestation of that point, where they're almost called up in a physical way to act on that feeling space, it's almost like, whoa, wait. I'm hearing, what do I do? I'm hearing that specifically. Like, oh, wait a second, where do I put my feet? do I put my right foot first or my left foot first? Yeah, why am I up at 4:32? Because it's the new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio won't give up on anything. The last few days, I've been hearing crows in the yard. So, and so, it's like, it's interesting, it's like, what's the move I make? I'm hearing that here with the Emperor. Like, what's the mission statement as well? Like, someone here is it's weird, because I'm saying they almost have these, like, compartments to the way that they communicate, how they experience the world. Like, on one hand, they have this really deep, private, personal perception of what is very sentimental. I'm hearing that as well from number view. Like, they're super sensitive. And then on the other hand, they're like, okay, I am like either an Eagles fan or a Hawk fan. I don't know what that's about, but maybe they are even... They almost identify themselves as like, and it could be perceptive, right? Like, I see myself as relevant to this really also perhaps public space, like this controversial space. Like, I suddenly see myself as like either a star or a bright. I'm hearing child. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, if you think about a star, right, it's bright. So it's like, am I the noun or the adjective? Like, I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, but they feel maybe in some way, like, they were like, how do I describe myself? Okay, for number view. Somebody, perhaps, let's backtrack. They're having a lot of inner turmoil and tension with addressing what they feel and how they want to carry this space out. So in other words, they're like, well, I can play this role. Maybe it's a matter of roles. Yeah, for a number of Pisces, I could play that role or I could play that role. Now, if I do that, then what happens to that? That one option over there that I was considering. Well, what about, and I'm not saying in terms of people, I'm saying in terms of that person within themselves. They have this discussion of what they actually describe themselves as. And so it's interesting because in the personal dimension and sphere, when they're in that space with themselves, they're very comfortable with it. But when it comes to consciously communicating about it, that's when they run into trouble. That's when they feel like, uh-oh, I don't know. Again, I'm hearing, am I first or am I second? Is this my feeling or their feeling? Or what happens when I bring this out in a public way? All right. And so it's funny because someone just commented on another reading and they said in the comment, I'm waiting for someone to reveal something. So it's interesting because maybe the feeling may be in this space that this individual knows also something so deeply. They also know something so deeply, they feel it, whatever this connection is. But then they're almost thinking on another, I'm hearing in another paradigm, okay, what this other person is like what they're feeling is reflected as for this other person, like what this other person also maybe feel like. To say in this way, they're thinking, is this like so how does this person, or how will this person and how are they involved in what I'm feeling? Like, what? Like, they almost have created this separate visionary space that they almost like, then they're thinking, well, this is how I feel. But what's their thought about that? Okay, so for a number of you, someone feels like they cannot read someone here. Okay, and that is throwing them for a loop-de-loop. Okay. They're like, yeah, I know, so much water in this reading. Yeah, it's like, it is really like, what's going on with this person. Like they get thrown off, and it's to this level where it's interesting. This could also be the case for a number of you. Like for a large number of you, this person has this vision so clearly of what the situation is feeling wise. They're like, when I feel this space, I know there's something there. It's special. There's no question about that. But then it's like when they like almost retreat from that space into the public, the question of, one second, how they would present it, interesting. They start to think of like, well, who's this person actually? Like, which is so weird because they have this very clear fantasy space with this person. So it's like, if you're fantasizing about this person and you have a very clear feeling space or feeling of a connection with them, how on earth do you feel like you can't read them? I'm hearing that specifically here with the Daughter of Cups and the Father of Cups, who's looking at the Daughter of Cups. Daughter of Cups in reverse, Father of Cups up right now. One second. For a number of you, this is a matter of, I'm hearing meditation for a number of you, merging for another number of you. Like someone may feel that they are being tested. Now, I don't know what that's alluding to. Hold on. It has to do with the Emperor in reverse, Father Cups upright, and the Daughter Cups in reverse. Like someone doesn't really, they feel like they're being called up in a space that they also have never called themselves up in before. Like they are, maybe they've never felt this way before. And they're like, they're thinking like, what's my role here? What's also my responsibility? Hold on. I'm hearing someone that I used to know, the Emperor and the Father of Cups. Like, it's so interesting because the feeling I'm getting here for a number of you is almost as if whoever this person is, the Emperor in reverse, Father of Cups upright, Nine of Cups upright, Four of Pentacles upright, is like they're being reminded of like some even aspect of their own being. But it's like this experience with you, I'm hearing specifically with you, Pisces, always applied as you do, which energy is yours, or are they both yours, and how is it sort of manifesting? But they almost like, they feel like it causes them to perceive an experience perhaps even that they had in the past in a whole new way. Like, they look at you, Pisces, and they're like, well, in relation to my last experience, this is like so far out there. So for a number of you, this is just actually throwing them off because they feel that it's something, but in a good way, for a number, absolutely in a really good way, because it's stimulating them, their mind, their higher mind. It's getting them to ask questions that are deep, provocative, thoughtful. It's really getting them to the next step in stage and the next layer of defining what love really means for them, what attraction means. And so, they're stimulated, plain and simple. They're stimulated. They're very, very curious. And they're also wondering what exactly the reason for that is as well, perhaps for a number of you. And so, yeah. So, there is a question of also, there's fear of what could come. This is for a number of you. I'm hearing, because I'm hearing, thinking out loud. What's that song by Ed Sheeran? You are right where you are, cause baby you are right where you are. With the Emperor and the Father Cups, like they're maybe also thinking, what is this that I'm thinking? Is it also like a thought that I'm having, or is it a thought that they're having? And they're almost at that point where they're unable to distinguish between their feeling space and that of another. Big time for a number with the Daughter of Cups in reverse. Okay, like with the Temperance card and the Lovers staring at the Daughter of Cups in reverse and the Hierophant upright, but it's, again, interesting because it's somewhat clear at the same time. Temperance is upright. Lovers are upright. They're staring at the Daughter of Cups who's in reverse, okay? So it's like, there's almost this fascination, okay? Like, I've just never experienced this before. That's what I'm hearing. Now the Hierophant's upright. Again, there's a little bit of fear, all right? Somebody may be feeling like, what exactly is, I'm hearing also their focus there. I don't know, maybe, again, somebody feels like someone is so hard to pin down as well. I'm hearing in terms of also the attraction. They're like, I don't know what it is. Like, is it her eyes? I'm hearing her eyes, her hair, her hand, the way she moves it. Is it her words? I'm hearing what is it that also works here? Now, for no reason, this could be a space professionally that you're really curious about, you're really interested in. Somebody may also be watching your work. They may want to hire you. I'm hearing they are perhaps even reviewing your portfolio and thinking, you know, I'm seeing a team of people like crowding around your work, Pisces, and they're like, yeah, I don't know, I'm hearing this girl, there's something about her. Father of Swords, there's something here. Father of Swords right over the Father of Cups. Like, I'm seeing two people, they're like, they're hunched over like a computer, and they're like, we gotta talk about this. Hold on, there's something here. I'm hearing with the Daughter of Cups in reverse, like, and so now, how does the Daughter of Cups feel? Because there's a lot of pressure on her. All right, we're not gonna lie, a lot of eyes, a lot of attention here on the Daughter of Cups. Father of Cups and the Father of Swords, the Temperance card, the Lovers, the Hierophant of the base, the Daughter of Cups. Like, somebody's preparing to present something. She might be clueless, but we're going to take a deeper dive with that and see what really is on her mind. Because we're coming in from the angle of, you know, I'm hearing Theodore who wears his vest. I'm hearing, like, on, even indoors. I don't know what, that's only, like, somebody who perhaps, again, comes off as, like, kind of guarded. We feel like we can't really read them. Love and light. So, and so, you know, it's, I'm hearing it's a really interesting space because it's kind of, I'm hearing unattractive for a number of you, so okay, that might be something here with the Daughter of Cups. We're going to get into that. Five of Pentacles, yeah, somebody's like, what's up with that? The staring game that doesn't go anywhere, I'm hearing that as well. Like, maybe someone felt like a cycle was unending. Like, what is up with that? I'm hearing that one roll. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I'm hearing, is that supposed to be attractive? Maybe someone is acting in a certain way and someone is thinking, why are they rewinding the tape? Don't we want to listen to it in forward motion? Like, let's talk about the future. Why are we talking about the past? I'm hearing that as well. Yeah, somebody feels like the dynamic is not playful enough as well. Whoever this is, Daughter of Cups, she's like, I need to feel flirty. I'm hearing, where's the flirtatiousness? I'm hearing that as well. Like, I need to feel the burn. I'm hearing as well. Okay, so for a number of you, perhaps somebody is like even stalking you, but they're not even saying anything. So it comes off like they're like just, I don't know, blank. You're like, I don't know, when you look at this individual, it's almost like you feel like you can't read them even. Okay, maybe it could be the energy of another, but it's kind of, it's random. Like, it feels random for a number of you, perhaps, here. And here comes the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords, but, we have a premonition. We feel that there is more than that. Okay. Yeah, geez, super. Can't read him at all. Yeah, unicorn. No, this is like this person, Emperor in reverse, like on lockdown. All right, they even go to that point of like not even like throwing themselves at you in some kind of way, because they're like they are holding. I'm hearing themselves in. Like, it's weird. It's like the Emperor who's like not even showing like his own emperor's I'm hearing clothing. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know what. Like, maybe they're downplaying even like something about. Anyways, like they don't want to get thrown around. Okay, so like somebody's like protecting themselves in some way. I don't know what that's going to do. We're gonna get deeper into that. Now, before we get back to the Emperor in reverse, we're gonna look at the Daughter of Cups, because again, somebody has a premonition. Incredibly wise, whoever this is, Daughter wants. She's very sensitive. She is also spiritually advanced. Like, she perhaps walks into a room, she feels where people are at on a spiritual level. Okay? She says things that she means so much more to, I'm hearing as well. Like, very deep. And she looks into things. She really, really, really looks into things very deeply. You know, if somebody makes a certain move, she analyzes that. She also analyzes it not just as what it is, but within the context of the other things that she has also observed in her life. And so you might be actually dealing with someone who is I'm hearing a revolutionary. I'm not sure what that's going to daughter cups in reverse. She's a visionary, I'm hearing as well. And so there is this feeling of like, I'm not turned on by this behavior, but I feel like there's something more here. For a number of you, you are dealing, unfortunately, I'm hearing with a narcissist. I'm not sure what that's going to do, take it as you will. But there's someone perhaps who has this tendency, or it may come off that way. And you're almost Pisces thinking like, I know that this is not healthy. I'm hearing whatever this is, this behavior. But I feel, this is not for everyone, it's for a number of you. I feel that there is something that I am drawn to about this space to help with. I'm hearing that. This is, again, for a number of you. You're like, I'm hearing the capital letter S. There is something here that I feel I am to also, in some way, take an active lead with. I'm hearing an active approach. So remember, this is actually a matter of teaching. It's really interesting, the daughter cups in reverse. Like maybe some of you feel like I need to lead by example. I'm hearing this is not making sense. I'm hearing, so maybe it's my position that I need to title out. Okay. And so this could actually be what somebody set you up for. Interesting. I'm not sure what that's going to. Father of Swords upright, Father of Cups. It could be even a position. Simply put, somebody could even be interested in your work and they want to invite you to perhaps talk about it more in depth. Okay, like they're like, we like your work, we want to see where it can kind of lead. All right, the Empress in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse, but it's whatever this is. They almost like they don't acknowledge it, Pisces. Like even if they see potential here, they pretend like it's not even a question. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like I don't know, maybe for a number of this is a negotiation, and it's like that type of thing where somebody knows that they definitely want what you got, but they're going to negotiate, which means that they're going to kind of negate also the full level of interest there. All right, so it's like maybe they are wanting to also, I'm hearing specifically, gain greater insight as to what you actually consider as your potential. All right, I don't want to have to put it like that, Pisces, right? We don't want to have to take it to the level, do we? This could also be you with you, but for a number of you, this is someone here. I'm hearing Gregory here. Father of Swords, I'm not sure what else to do. Let's clear that energy. Now, for a number of you, this is something that... Greetings. This is something that you feel, Anjar. He's pretending he doesn't also have feelings. He has a thing about expectations put on him. Okay, yeah. So it's like, now I don't know if you watched that Capricorn reading with the Chihuahua, but this came through real strongly. It was October, I believe it was the 15th, 31st of the month, Capricorn reading. All right. It's like, yeah, when someone makes a choice, now this is not for everyone, this is maybe for a few of you, like a number of you. If someone makes a choice, then we automatically feel like we need to make our own choice. Okay. Even if like we feel like it is somehow the choice that the other person made. We still, it's great that you made your own choice. Okay, well, I gotta go over here and make my own choice. Like, it's so weird. Because I'm seeing someone even like, I'm seeing this dog who's like, like, it's those memes. Those dogs, like, they think they're swimming. The owner is like holding them above the water, like in the pool or something, and the dog like looks down and sees the water, and so their immediate instinct is to like, for survival, to start swimming. So they start paddling, but they're not actually in the water. Okay, so it's like a little ironic. Now, whatever it is, Pisces, all right. Everybody has their... Anyways, it could get into your own energy, not just in an energetic way, right? But the Empress here, no judgment. Father Swords upright, Father Cups upright, mirroring the Empress in reverse. Yeah, they're not giving you all of what they've got. I'm hearing as well. They're not acknowledging like everything, but it's interesting because at the same time, they are really clear on it. They're showing up. They're super, Alex, the stubborn on with abandonment issues. Perfectly said. I'm gonna run after you with that piece of beef jerky in your hand until you start running towards the house. Then you know what? Then I'm not gonna follow you anymore because that is reflecting your your needs. Okay, what you want, I'm hearing as well. Now I know that you want me to go home, and even if I want to go home, even if I'm tired and cold and hungry, I will be just fine alone in the field. That is until I see you walking away, and then I will come running as fast as I can with these 4 furry little legs after you. Okay, so yeah. Oh my god. Damn, that Capricorn reading just cracks me up. Just cracks me up. So much ego, man. Yeah. So, oh yay! Nobody at all, yay! Okay. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like, 3 Swords in reverse, Empress in reverse. Yeah, they're not also, I'm hearing standing anywhere in that room. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm seeing somebody in the room, but it's, what's interesting is that they're actually there. But the thing is, they're almost not marking their territory. That's what I'm hearing specifically. They're almost held in this state or in this space of suspense, okay? But I don't see them completely disappearing, which is kind of weird also. I see them as almost throwing a bone, okay, in the middle of the room and making conversation about it. Like, maybe they don't completely, let's say it like this. Maybe they start the conversation. They don't really take it all the way. But they kind of let it, keep trailing out. Again, that's not for everyone. I'm hearing the number 4. And I was like, they throw something out there, but they don't completely, like, they don't totally finish the conversation about it as well. Like, something that maybe they kind of generate interest around it. This, for a number of you, you're dealing with someone who knows how to play. Also, I'm hearing what they consider to be the game. Okay, they're like, well, I gotta get them interested. Okay, this could be, their perspective. Like, this is, I see, how, this is how they would, eventually not ever be able to let go of me. Like, okay, so for a number of you, okay, the dog won't pee on the tree, just sniffing around, like, you're not good enough. This tree stump doesn't do it for me. Okay, on to the next. All right, it's like, how many rings do you have? Oh, okay, it's like, yeah. So for a number of you, it is like this feeling of someone who has a little bit of, also, again, I am hearing, again, anxiety, like social anxiety. They perhaps have this feeling of, like, this fear of loss. They're like, I don't want to lose this. Okay, I see how great it is. I don't want to lose it. Now, because of that, I'm going to be over here, off in the corner of the room, kind of like reviewing everything that I think they could potentially lose interest for. Okay. I'm hearing also react to. So for a number, somebody fears reaction. Maybe they feel scared of if they were to even make a shift or a big move, make something really obvious, then it would somehow put them out in a really vulnerable space where they feel like, oh my goodness, now they can get me. Like, I don't know what that's going to do with the Empress in reverse. The Father's upright, and the Father comes upright, like, oh my goodness, like, I told her that I'm, like, also madly in love with her. Now she has the opportunity to make me look like a fool, to make me also fall over in this chair I'm hearing that I just stood up from. Interesting. Okay, so remember, maybe you feel that you're just dealing with somebody who has a fear of also being rejected, maybe for a number of you. It's like, maybe for a number of you, they're incredibly also stubborn. Like, they want it and they know they can have it. But the way they go about it is kind of interesting because they are strategic. But it's stemming from a space that is almost like subconsciously rooted in the fear of loss, of what could be. So they almost feel like, okay, well, I don't want this to turn out like it did in the past, I'm here as well. And it might not be an actual relationship. This is a relationship for a number of you. It might not be a relationship. It might be a space where they grappled with a concept of also passion, something they really wanted. And then they came to that point where they realized, when I threw it out there like that as a balloon in the air for everyone to kind of like look at, that created the space for others to kind of pop it. And I don't want that to happen again. I don't want to put my passion out on the line like that again. I'm hearing that specifically. So for a number of you, this is a matter of how someone also creates a space for the cultivation of this emotional acknowledgement of what they feel, of what they want, of what they know to be true. So for a number of you, this is something that someone perhaps sees very clearly. They feel something very deeply about it, but they see it evolving in stages. They almost feel like, I need to acknowledge this, but I need to take my time as well. I don't want to just throw myself out on the line like that. Again, now it will be different for everyone. Always take it as you will. All right, it will be applied differently for everyone. Somebody just might feel like, well, my natural inclination is to move slowly, right? Is to move also strategically. I'm hearing stop, go here with the Father of Swords and the Empress. And so, all right, but with the Empress in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Daughter of Cups in reverse, thank God she's intuitive. I'm hearing that specifically because otherwise it would be really like a mess. Okay, I would be like, wow, he just like redialed my number and said, sorry, I accidentally called you. That's so goddamn rude. I'm hearing that specifically. Like, whatever this behavior is, maybe someone who wouldn't have been I'm hearing intuitively in touch. I'm hearing also like emotionally receptive would have considered this as like so insensitive. I'm hearing that as well. And so, you could be dealing with the Taurus. You got the Hierophant upright at the base of the Daughter of Cups. If you're dealing with Taurus, they're super, 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 like, obsessed with you. But they're having a major midlife crisis, I'm hearing as well for number. I'm hearing they're having a major also, like, misunderstanding with their own heart. I'm hearing and their lines. I'm hearing that they think they should choose to kind of like accommodate their feelings that they feel like in their heart, like with. I'm hearing there's something that someone feels like at odds with. They're like, how do I print this on paper? Like, how do I get it out there? And oh my. Okay, the Ten of Cups upright, three Swords in reverse. Again, this could be your energy as well. It could be that of another. But I am feeling, the Two of Cups in reverse, mirror, and the Ten of Cups upright. Somebody is so... Jesus, they feel so much pressure. Okay, like... pressure. They feel pressure of the connection because they feel it. Oh, Ace of Pentacles at the base of the Two of Cups. Come on. You could do it. Oh, man. Whoever this is, they got a lot of Scorpio on the chart. Moon upright, mirror, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's about marriage for a number of you. Like, they have they have this fear of, like, it's not that I don't want it. It's not like I'm not presenting because I don't want it. It's because I think about what they would think about me wanting it, okay, with them. And, that, again, might not be obvious. Like, you might look at this person and think, I would never, like, that would never be the impression that I would have. They seem like so LL Cool J, like, they would never look back, okay? Like, not in this lifetime, or not a chance. And it's like, lo and behold, again, this person, it could really be this space even of irony where it's like the person who refuses, okay, or like, distracts themselves from taking a certain space to the next level in a certain way is like, it's not because they don't see that or they don't want that, but it's actually because they really do. And they do to a certain degree and level that is so much so. I'm hearing so deeply so deeply that they almost don't know what to do about that. Like they're like, oh my goodness, I feel it so deeply that I just can't do it. Like it's something like that. So you could be dealing with someone who's got also a stellium in Scorpio. Oh my, 3, 4, 5 planets in Scorpio, especially rising Scorpio for a number of you. And so whatever that is, it's serious. Like, it's a serious thing that maybe they feel they need to get through. And they maybe take things very seriously as well. They don't just kind of chime in here, chime in there. Make choices, and then, burst the balloons that they blew up. Nope, that's not this type of person. All right, and this energy actually is interesting. This I always take as well general reading, right? But this energy came through in the and it could be your own energy as well. It came through in the Taurus reading. It was, I believe, the October Taurus reading, or even the full moon in Aries reading. And yeah, Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon, yeah, oh definitely. They've got their emotions like on lockdown. I don't know what that okay. But it's not even conscious for a number of you. Like they might not even be aware. Like they walked into that room wearing sunglasses. They don't even realize it. Okay, they forgot. You know, they walk out with a face mask on. They don't realize it. Okay, like I'm seeing somebody who puts a face mask on while they're at home. They totally forget that they have that thing on. And they just they leave the house. And they're walking around. They go to the supermarket. Everybody's staring at them. They're wondering why they're feeling so special at that moment, like in time. Like I feel like I don't know. Get lucky. Get lucky. I don't know. Like there's something that someone's wondering even. You know, what do they see in me? I'm hearing that as well. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, someone's like wondering, what do they like about me? What is it? What is it? I'm hearing, are they just thirsty? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing, are they thirsty? Two of Cups in reverse. Like, they are really reviewing what this means also to you potentially. I'm hearing in terms of their revelation. Interesting. Okay, so they're wondering, you know, if I were to give this to them, I'm hearing this honesty, this truth, what is it that they would talk about with me back? Okay, so they almost want to prepare for that space though before they do that, because they don't want to be standing out there, I'm hearing, on the line, looking like a lost number. I'm hearing like in the pile of people that you talk to. I don't know what, like maybe this person even has a fear of like, I'm just one of the other ones. One of the other ones that they talk to. The Emperor in reverse. So let me just show up as the Father shows up right, and the Father comes up right. Let me just kind of like, you know, kind of focus on you, but not focus on you enough for you to feel that it's a focus, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Moon in reverse again. Thank God she's psychic. I'm hearing because she's also pregnant. Hold on. She has an idea in mind, or 1 second. She has a vision, but I'm hearing pregnant. 1 second. Someone feels that somebody is thinking of wanting this with them, like fertility. Like somebody sees someone as the mother of their children even, and they're like thinking, oh my goodness, if I were to tell her that, oh my God, what would she do? What would she say? And I'm seeing that, I'm hearing adoption as well. Always take it as you will. Daughter of Cups, mirroring the Empress. It's like, somebody feels like, and then somebody else feels like, I feel like they are thinking that. I feel like they're thinking that. I'm hearing that right off the bat. And so, good morning. Now, anybody... Oh, man. Janisa Thompson. It's a nightmare dealing with that nonsense. I am pregnant literally just barely. Oh, we have 2 kids together. Okay. So... Yeah, Gypsy. We hopped onto Pisces, girlfriend. So what I'm getting is that if you're dealing with Scorpio, okay, let's not get into that, but there's something that they're very careful. They're super cautious, all right, about what they reveal. Now, I'm hearing, are they really into me? Let's say it like this. Okay. They are so into you that they don't even recognize themselves like this within the context of what they're feeling. It's like there's something revolutionary about this emotional experience. It is actually an experience that is inspiring their their experience here on Earth. I'm not sure what this is here with the moon in reverse, 10 of Cups upright. Like, someone's having some kind of activation. I'm hearing DNA. I'm hearing throat chakra. Yeah. Yeah, Carmen, you know he's your future. I know he's the father of my children. So someone is seriously, like, it is beyond, without a doubt, like, they look at this person and they think, this is again not for everyone. I'm hearing TH. I'm hearing thinking straight here. I don't know what, maybe this is what this person says oftentimes. They're like, I need to think straight. Hold on, let me get my head straight. I don't know what that. Anyways, like, there's, you got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace, oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups is upright. The Lover's here, upright, mirroring the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This person, I swear, Eight of Wands at the base. They are like this close. Here comes the Temperance card. Yeah, let's demonstrate it. This close, just no! Don't pull that one bobby pin out, please. No, all my hair will go. It will unravel. And that will be the end of my guys. Hi everyone. Yeah, I've been growing my hair out. I'm hearing for you. I'm hearing it's my secret. I don't know what, like, there's something that someone feels like, again, it's a fantasy, but then they kind of, not that they want to hide it, but they're like, and let's not get it twisted. There's a lot of pressure here. It's not easy to hide a feeling, right? Like, even if it is a narcissistic tendency, I'm seeing 144 here. Even if it is like a narcissistic tendency, and what is that really? I always take it as you will. But even if it is a narcissistic tendency, it's not easy, right? Like, and always, what is easy or hard, and on what level are we kind of perceiving of this experience? But on an emotional level, right? Really think about that. Like, emotion can be also passion. Right? It's like, what is it that passion can lead to when it is suppressed? It can lead to frustration, anger, anxiety. Okay, so depending on how also this person's Mars might be channeled, how their Mars might sit or operate in their birth chart naturally, like, do they have Mars in an air sign, Mars in a fire sign, what house element is it in? Depending on that space, it could kind of come out in different ways. Like, some people, when they don't channel their passion in some kind of way, whatever that may speak to, it, be it profession, be it job, be it children, whatever it is, a vision, they might feel anxiety. Their mind might go wild. Okay, they might have racing thoughts. All right, they're like, on rewind, I'm hearing as well, they might review, analyze to no end. Okay, and it is because of the suppression of that pressure of passion. Really, if this is for a number of you, for another number of you, it's like, if there's a space of pressure, of passion, of not expressing what you want, it can manifest in a way where we kind of invert that as almost like a painful space of like sabotage. I'm not sure about that, hopefully not, but maybe, there's this sort of darkness, like, as we take this energy space onto ourselves. I don't know what that's going to, hopefully not, but for a number of you, it's actually physical. It comes out in a physical way. All right, so maybe for a number of you, feel like every time that happens, I get a headache, or I feel like, I don't know, my whole body is like tingling, sensitive. I don't know, this is perhaps different for everyone, but someone here feels a really strong connection, but the question in their mind is, how do they solve I'm hearing for a number of you, the environmental question, the context to the space. It could be social for a number of you. They might be thinking, if I come out with this, what would that mean for everyone around us? Especially if it's public, and especially for a number of you, you're dealing with someone who is in the public eye. Okay, that is a big factor here for a number of you. Don't underestimate it. If you have an audience, let's say it like this. If you have an audience, you're famous, whatever it is, you got a lot of people watching you, and there is someone in your midst who you're like, I don't know. You're just like, kind of like, are they meditating, or are they moving away? Are they not interested anymore? Are they merging? What's happening here? All right. And for a number of you, this is someone who is, again, a lot of Scorpio in the chart. They could be really, really also very, very sentimental, psychic as well. But whatever it is, they are having a major heart-to-heart, I'm hearing, with themselves here. They might actually be having some sort of, again, processing of their emotion in a way that they have not had before. Now, it might actually be related to the physical body, the heart, the chakras as well, and it might be related to the past, or things coming up from the past that they are to review. Now, so for a number of you, again, it can be related to someone's social environment. It could be cultural as well. They're like, I don't know if they would get me. I mean, I don't know if I would get them. I don't know if they would get my family, if I would get theirs. I don't know if they're going to get the way that I work. I'm hearing the way that I see things. Will they understand my perspective? For no reason, it's also linguistic. Maybe there's an actual communication barrier here. Always take it as you will. But for a number of you, someone is truly, 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 truly troubled in the space of asserting their emotions because they fear or they think of what could be created around that space as well. Like, if I present this, what will everyone think about that space? If I tell Nancy that I love her, what will Nate do? What will the Nantucket, I'm hearing, lifestyle be written out as in the newspaper tomorrow? As Jane and Jeremy, they have decided to also germinate babies. I don't know what that's going to. Always thinking about this is someone perhaps even thinking, do I want to have kids? Like, what would that space kind of lead to the also community space of interesting, like, how would my contribution or how would my children contribute to this space? In some way, someone's having a really, really tough time answering that question. They're like, should I have kids? I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you, especially if you're doing with Sagittarius or if you've got a lot of Sagittarius. Okay, bye, Michael. It was so fun. See ya. Divine Me, welcome. All right, so now, all right, now we're here again with the Temperance card. And yeah, so for a number of you, so again, somebody's famous and they're thinking, it could be like this. Pisces as well. I'm thinking about getting involved with them, but they are like a really big deal. I'm hearing, like, in this one community, in this one also industry. I'm hearing that specifically as well. And they might be in an industry that is related to entertainment as well. And so somebody's thinking, oh man, like, they're like really, I'm hearing they're like a person that a lot of people also look at. Okay, for a number of you, somebody doesn't want to feel at the mercy of like your formal also lifestyle that is carried out within a certain space that they feel they cannot control. Okay, so it's like if you're famous and they're interested in you, or if you've got some kind of even social group that like they don't really know all too well, they feel unfamiliar with in some way, it could even be like a hobby, like something that they feel like, I don't know, it could even be your job, like they're like, I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't get how they operate in that space, and so that makes me feel like I can't control it. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone who is also like I'm hearing commitment phobe, but not because they don't want it. It's because they feel like commitment means being able to, in some way, have control over that domain of experience. And if I feel like I don't fully understand that person's domain of life, like, how can I actually commit to it? Because then I feel like I can't quite, kind of like, I'm hearing, create it myself. Interesting. So you're actually dealing with someone who wants to be truly, deeply involved in whatever this is, or they might take everything, they might be the kind of person who just takes everything real seriously. They don't want to get involved in situations where they don't know also how everything works in that space. All right? They're very strategic for a number of you. All right. And so, yeah, Gypsy Roses, we're talking some real, underground emotional turmoil. What else did you expect in the Pluto season here? Moon in reverse. All right. 10 of Cups. And so the world here with the 8 of Swords is welcoming through. I've never shuffled like this. 10 of Wands, never shuffled like sideways into the deck. Never. Okay. And so, yeah, they're real strategic for a number of you. They almost feel like it is upon them, okay, to not only experience love, but to expand on the community space of that. Okay, interesting. I'm hearing teachings, principles. Hold on. So remember, there's a cultural factor here, maybe that someone feels at odds with. I'm not sure. Maybe they feel like they can't carry some kind of cultural expectation out. I'm hearing that specifically here with the moon in reverse and the Temperance card upright. It's very tough to make this decision. Like, they're thinking, do I do it? Do I not? Do I distance myself? Do I get involved? Here comes the Mother of Wands. Okay. Now for a number of you, okay, you could also be dealing here with another Pisces. For a number of you though, someone could be dealing with you as they feel it if you're cross watching. For a number of you, they're younger. They're much younger. Somebody here is much younger. Did I just say like cross-watcher? Like there's somebody here who even, they look at you as like an idol. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like maybe they feel intimidated by you. But they're impressed by you as well. Like they want to get in on you, on your space. They want to be elbow to elbow with you in some way, Pisces. I'm hearing it's a grad school program, Justice upright. They want to get involved. Like, yeah, for me, this is abroad. Even the Justice card mirroring the Temperance card, they're so attracted. They cannot even take it. But they don't know how to make it all make sense. Like, they think that, okay, somebody's perspective here is like this. They feel like we're opposites in some way. They're like, I don't know, you take a black cat, you take a white cat. Look at the Justice card. I mean, you take right and you take left. You take up and you take down. Now, what do we do with that? What do we do with the polarity? I'm hearing that specifically. Thank you, Kieran. You know, it's like, what do we do with the I'm hearing also the light and the dark, the shadow and the I'm hearing and the power. I'm hearing that specifically. And who's to say that, you know, there isn't power in the shadow, right? You know, and only in the light, but, you know, or in the light, you know, always take as well. Who's to say that, you know, power is only held in a certain spectrum of prediction? Interesting. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing of what we create. Like, it's all perception, right? What we think that we are also observing. I'm hearing creating. Okay, hold on. Desiring. But let's not get into that. Now, the Justice card is upright and the Three of Wands upright, sandwiching the Mother's Sword. Somebody feels super intimidated. It's an age thing. Like, it's right off the bat, it is an age thing. They look at someone's age and they're like, oh my goodness, okay, I'm hearing they're way more responsible than me. Or I feel like I need to be way more responsible to kind of like catch up with that space. And so here comes the World. Right then and there, yeah, well, right. Okay, here's a major test now. What does age really mean? I'm hearing that for a number of you, right? It's like somebody perhaps is getting to that point where they're testing their own paradigm. They're like, oh my goodness. Passion. It has no place in time or space, right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? I heard that specifically. Just somebody like gets sent off in a shuttle to like time travel, and they're like, oh my god, I'm letting go of time. Like, they feel like something about this spectrum, like they feel scared. They're like, if I were to like totally like, you know, not think about that, then, you know, what happens? Do I grow up like way faster? If I, let's say I'm dating someone who's perhaps older than I am by age in some way, what happens? Like, what happens to my perception of my age? Interesting. So it's like, maybe someone has this feeling that they are farther than they are. What is that about? Okay. Son of Swords and the High Priestess. They, with the Seven of Cups in between the two. Oh my. Son of Swords is in reverse. Again, the High Priestess is in reverse. But actually, she's more horizontally laid. Someone is like, they feel like, again, they can't read someone. All right, they're second guessing themselves. They're thinking, is what I'm thinking really what I'm thinking? Am I thinking straight? They're thinking that they're going loopy. They're like, what's this emotion I'm feeling? Whoa! I need to take a little more time in the shower there to just scrub off that one ear that I thought she like licked, or that I thought she talked into. I don't know what that's. Thank you so much, glob glob. Sounds like you need more communication. So yeah. So for a number of you, there's something that I was reading a comment. That's not what I said. So yeah. I mean, for a number of you, maybe there is 44 likes. Divine. Yeah. So it's like, for a number of you, maybe even somebody who doesn't. They're wondering like, is this really making sense? Okay, they're like, is this what I really think it is? Okay, that could be the feeling that someone might be having here, where they feel like they're hallucinating, plain and simple. They're like, is this realistic? Okay, and you would also be dealing with someone who has an expectation, but then they feel like whatever the space is, it defies that, like logically. Okay, like let's say they're like, I'm gonna plan. Maybe they're thinking, before I go to see this person, before we meet, I'm going to plan to present XYZ. Now, I'm going to say this, I'm going to do that. And then it's like, whatever the space is, it somehow makes their idea of how they saw the space evolving totally irrelevant. So they show up feeling like a doofus. And they're like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing, do I? I don't know what that's about. This could be what they're telling themselves. It's just an intuitive feeling I'm hearing also that they have, that, the way that perhaps they're processing through this experience is not planning for the future feeling space. And it could be, it's just perhaps remember you, like, this is a new experience. Again, it could be your own energy, dear Pisces, but it's like maybe someone gets to that point where they're like, I think that I'm not as good at this as I thought I should be. Interesting. Okay. Like someone feels like this is a whole new the whole new experience. It's a whole new world. And it's not really gonna make sense. I'm hearing that as well. Like, and they might realize that at a certain point in time. They realize, it's not really meant to. All right, it's, that's what makes it what it is as well. I'm hearing all the little things that we feel like we can't really put our finger on. That's what makes this special. Okay, and so that might take a little time, to finally, new cycle, take it as you will. Yeah, it's like that might take some time to, be openly addressed, until this point. It might be that whole chihuahua on the loose type of dynamic. I'm not hungry. I know you're hungry because I feed you and you haven't eaten for four days. So you need to eat. I wasn't hungry. I don't know what. Like maybe someone even has this fear of like, they don't know how to respond or react to a space. Okay, they feel somehow like intimidated by the High Priestess. It could be their own energy as well. They feel they're actually ascending. They're taking their experience to the next level. Jennifer, so good to feel you here. Alice, I'm the chihuahua on the loose. I'll just read through the comments real quickly here. Yeah, so yeah, a whole new world. A whole new world for you and me. Yeah, so he's a business owner. Who just commented that? Kieran. Yeah, like, honestly, he might. I'm hearing that. Like, there could be this feeling of, like, how do I distance myself? I'm hearing and deviate the conversation in a way that makes it more there could be an outlet in that way. Like let's make it about the drum roll. Okay, I'm hearing what's that song? I'm hearing that song. Let's invite everyone up. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that is. Ugh, what's that song? Like let's hear all the people. There's something like let's something. Thank you, Lion Cat. Inez, Sarah, he's my professor. We're both Pisces. Oh my. Yeah, so somebody perhaps they feel like what's gonna happen to my there's a reputation thing. They're like, what's gonna happen to my social identity if I were, and you could be dealing it's a question of what really happens to that. Who let the dogs out? Yeah, so all right. Pisces, clear the table. All right, we're getting ready. It's a big talk. Oh my. The Fool splits from the Ten of Wands upright. Ten of Wands mirroring the Ten of Swords in reverse in the future. Wheel of Fortune upright in the future, the base of the Ten of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, mirroring the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Daughter of Pentacles in reverse, I'm mirroring the Moon upright. We have a premonition. Now, it's starting to get really obvious. Whatever the space is. Like I'm hearing the veil is thinning. I'm hearing the spaces between us are kind of like shrinking. Hearing that like specifically for a number of you, it may actually be physical. Maybe like every time you meet this person, like you draw physically closer in some way. If something is becoming obvious, all right? Now, the Temperance card here is mirroring the Ten of Wands, and the Temperance card looking at the Two of Wands upright. The Fool's looking in the future. I'm hearing 4-4, 44, 14. I'm hearing in 2 weeks. 2 weeks time, 4 days. 44, I'm hearing as well. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. 4 days. So somebody may be thinking, planning to present something to you. 4 days. When is that? We're at the 29th right now. 29 plus 4. Could someone call Capricorn up? Okay. We need to punch across these numbers. Yes, Capricorn speaking. Can you calculate some? Yeah, sure. Here, let me get my algebra notebook out, get my geometry, let me get my calculus, let me get my book bag, my pencil with extra lead in it, my eraser. No, we just need to calculate the date. Goodbye. Okay. You called me, you wasted my time. Anyways, October 29th, 30th. We'll count today because we're right in the morning time. 29, 30, 31, November 1st. Aha. Okay. Ta-da! So, November 1st, for a number of you, big move. I'm hearing for a number of you, perhaps you're actually moving. Maybe you're making an actual move. You're making a statement. I'm hearing as well publicly. You might actually like present something publicly. Maybe it's even a piece of writing for a number of you. Some of you have been like, it might be even strategic, something that you've been practicing, planning, analyzing, fine-tuning, investigating, even researching for a number of you, big time. It could be even an application that you've written out, you've reviewed, edited. It could even be like a test, all right, that you're getting ready to present. And so, all right. So, yeah, the Fool and the Ten of Wands, leading out, Temperance, the Two of Wands. And thank you so much for your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you. And like Becca mentioned that right here. For a number of you, see you. My goodness. You are... Hold on. This is perhaps the energy of another, okay? Like moving towards you. Okay? They're wanting to show you appreciation. Perhaps I'm hearing specifically on the 14th and on the 18th. I'm hearing of September. Maybe it was in September that this energy had come through originally, or you know, there's something perhaps on those dates that might come through, might come back around the mountain in some way. And so I'm hearing 44 again here with the Temperance card and the Fool. For you may have a connection here with this individual related to the number 44 in some way. But, you know, there's something that it takes a lot. It's a lot. This is a big jump. Temperance is looking at the 10 of Pentacles. Pisces, let's do a Celtic cross here. Here comes again this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Wands upright. Let's see what's happening here. And I want to pull a Celtic cross to analyze the energies from the deep past moving into the future state. All right. And then we will also I want to pull cards on your energy space and that of perhaps another individual. Whoever this is, we'll get some more clues there perhaps. All right. Temperance and the 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the Magician reverse. We gotta just jump in the water. Okay. Otherwise it's gonna feel cold. And that's really the point we need to come down to, is that either we jump or we just, you know, we sing the song of the sideline. Okay, take your bid. I'm hearing as well. Take your pick. What do you want? Do you want to be the cheerleader, or do you want to be the chosen one who carries the ball? I'm hearing to the finish line. I'm hearing that as well. Always take it as you will. Now, no judgment at all, dear. Oh, Pisces, there's no way around this. The star coming through it, totally guided. For a number of you, you know, be it your energy, be it that of another, eventually it will come around. I'm hearing the paths will cross. Keep the faith. I'm hearing that as well. Keep the strength intact. The strength card upright, the base of the star upright. Now, okay, for a number of you, this is a cycle. And it is a long one. Okay. It requires patience. Oh my. Okay. At times we feel crazy. At times we feel that maybe they feel we are crazy. At times they feel that we are feeling their own crazy. Okay. Now, oh my goodness, here comes Temperance in reverse. Like, you know, well, eventually the baby needs to come out, right? The Father of Pentacles at the apex of the spread with the Magician. Okay, I'm hearing it's a whole new day. I'm hearing it's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. Here with the Father of Pentacles and the Magician. We're drawing it to scale, this dream. For a number of you, someone will be brought to the point of presenting something publicly. This will be different for everyone. I'm hearing November. I'm hearing next November. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Son of Pentacles. All right, Daughter Wands in reverse, right over the Son of Pentacles, upright. Here comes the Judgment card. Yes, the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Judgment card. Finally, we are finding the words to acknowledge what we feel. I'm hearing that as well. For number, this could be the energy of, oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was just thinking of the Son of Cups. And the Son of Cups was associated with the hero, the Nine of Cups, in the earlier part of your reading, as well as in the Scorpio reading. So especially for those you're dealing with a Scorpio or someone who's got a lot of Scorpio in their chart, don't worry. I'm hearing capital S. I'm hearing they're saying what they need to say. I'm hearing to the people they need to say it to now, to ensure that they are managing their mission here. I'm hearing with you out now. I don't know what that's alluding to. This is for a number of you. I'm hearing capital S. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but perhaps for a number of you, this could also be someone accessing certain parts of themselves. They could actually be going through a transformation here. Big time. 8 of Cups in reverse. If they are a Scorpio, oh boy, especially. They're oh, here we go. Death card mirroring the 8 of Cups. Of course, a Scorpio. If any of you did, definitely dealing with a Scorpio. So I would not be surprised to know that they've got a Scorpio stellium. Okay, 3, 4, 5 planets in Scorpio. They are a heavy meditator. I even feel, I'm hearing they go to the ashram often. I don't know what that's about, with the tower in reverse, mirroring the Ace of Swords upright. They might meditate even to the degree where they feel that it is a disease. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Always take as you will. I'm hearing praying, prayer, pressure. Okay, now this could be from a past life. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Let's not go there. Son of Cups looking at Judgment card. We need to focus. I'm hearing it doesn't matter what I'm hearing we look like when we're physically, manifesting this dream. Interesting. So there's something that someone is even perhaps they're trying to coach themselves through, and it requires regeneration of the space of expectation. For a number of you, this is somebody wanting to move through also the sense of pressure that they feel to approach what they feel passion for and about. Okay. And so, yeah, Scorpio Venus, that'll do it. And so, oh, yay, Lion Cat. So, yeah, so, this is, like, not easy. Let's just be honest, especially if you're dealing with Scorpio, like, take it easy on them. I'm hearing at least during this time, because it is their season, right? Pluto is up to bat. That is the ruler. Okay, Scorpio's in retrograde, Mercury retrograde. It's not easy what is being brought up to be confronted. I'm hearing to be cast as well. Hold on. To clearing. There's something that someone is in the process of accessing, okay, the emotion of, and it's something that, really has a certain history to it, even for a number of you, like, man, okay, like, I didn't know that you had, like, also married someone who I'm hearing died. I don't know, God forbid, I hope not. I don't know, okay, what's taking you well, what is death? For a number of you, this is something even metaphorical, like something that they felt that was the death of, or that they felt was a dying process, was an experience that kind of like called them up to come face to face with the image of their identity in some way. And so there was something about even like safety here for a number of you. I'm hearing loss here with the death card in reverse, 8 of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords upright. Like somebody they didn't know how to grapple with, or they didn't know how to feel feelings in a space that they felt fearful of. Interesting. Hold on. Losing. 1 second. This is something perhaps related to vulnerability. They feel like if I share this emotion with someone, I take it out of my space that I feel I have control over. When I do that, whoa, what happens to it potentially? What happens to it when I offer this access, I'm hearing in that way, to my past, my history, to my pain that I felt. For a number of you, this is somewhat of a space of expanding in the consciousness of what has been created, that someone is perhaps reconnecting with the concept of, in terms of what we create in that space and what we call out of it. So I know it's a bit abstract for a number of you, but maybe there's this feeling of, someone feels like, when I create this, then I have this fear of losing it. Now, when I have created this, perhaps this concept of creation, what is it that I recognize of it that I feel can be lost of it? And so what then does that make me confront in terms of what I actually call my home? I'm hearing secure. So interesting. So for a number of you, you're dealing perhaps with a space, it could be your own energy, where there are like layers, okay, to how someone lets someone in, so to speak, into their space. It could be by way of certain experience of the past that they felt actually changed them. It really changed them. Maybe they were in a relationship, maybe they were married at a certain point in time, and that experience in some way, as they felt it, failed, and let's not call it that, let's not say it in that way, but in some way, perhaps somebody felt like there was an actual physical metamorphosis to that space. They almost they felt, like, what is it that they became very, very careful about what then they continued to involve themselves in. And this could be even like, we're talking like childhood, all right? Not necessarily like 2 years before you met them, before they met you, Pisces. It's perhaps like even, decades. I'm hearing that, like, specifically. It could even be in school, childhood. Again, I'm hearing specifically with the Magician and the Death card, and the Ten of Cups. And I'm hearing repressed. I'm hearing burned memories. I'm hearing throat chakra. I'm hearing Empress. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but let's backtrack. Now, yeah, so it's like somebody's like really, they're paranoid. They are super guarded. Yeah, 7th grade crush. Man, I remember what happened when I revealed that to someone at school. Oh my, the whole school was like waving this letter around in the air frantically, and making faces and funny jokes. Like, we sometimes we don't think about how things can also impact us until later, right? Sometimes it's like, well, that actually was something that, followed me, haunted me, in my teenage years. I'm hearing as well. But man, I'm hearing, it does have, perhaps in certain ways, certain ways of expressing itself, at certain times. And so I'm seeing somebody maybe even comes to this realization, they're coming to this realization, okay, that it's time to move on. I'm hearing it in that way. And there's a major confrontation with the past, major confrontation with what has created a space of also branding that didn't work. Like, I don't know what that's like to maybe someone even like they were super reclusive, or maybe like they realized they're looking on the space, like, when I am confronted with this XYZ sort of situation, I just recoil. And that's not the kind of response that I really want to have. So maybe somebody's looking at the way they're behaving and they're like, this is impractical. Okay, they're like, this is absolutely impractical. Like, if I want to create a space of value, I'm hearing virtue, of values that are inspiring, exciting, loving, motivating, abundant, imaginative, I have to work with that space right here, right now. And if I'm too caught up in the past, I'm not going to be able to play with the Play-Doh in my hand. I'm not going to be able to make the shape that I want to make. Okay, it's going to be something that I will just forever fantasize about. And so I'm seeing that somebody gets to that point where they're like, I don't want to be in that position where I play it off like I'm not, or I perhaps I'm operating from a space that is also passive, like operating from even a subconscious sort of lens of my own self, like the way I perceived myself in the past. Like, that's how I'm now acting in this state. So like my 7th-grade crush and okay, the person that I felt in that moment when everyone was making fun of me and screaming, cooties, oh my, she likes you, okay, whatever, he's in love, like, okay, the feeling that I felt in that moment, how is it that starts to kind of like formalize the vows that we make now? What is triggering us? I'm hearing as well at this point, what is the point of challenge here? What is it that we feel is also kind of running us subconsciously? Now, this, don't worry, Pisces, like, if you're like, whoa, yeah, what is that? What's doing that? Don't worry, we are in Mercury retrograde. That's bringing everything up from the past. Okay, that has to do with also the way our mind works, our self-talk and so on and so forth, our conversations with ourselves and others, the way that we also communicate consciousness. I'm hearing specifically, like, I'm hearing how we communicate, period. And so it's like, not only, okay, are in Mercury, but it's also in Scorpio. So it's like Scorpio brings in Pluto into that party and is like, hey, why don't you join in on this here? Okay, we're looking at the past here, Pluto. What do you think? Want to get involved? And Pluto's like, the past? Why, absolutely. Everyone's secrets, everything that everyone's done that they didn't do perfectly, that they didn't want to also purify at a certain point, that they didn't want to express, to explain, to everything that they repressed, that they thought they could hide from me. Absolutely. I'm on it. And so we have this investigative energy of Pluto Pluto, Scorpio, the 8th house. It's all about uncovering. It's all about illuminating. It's all about also emotional rawness, okay, honesty. And so, there is then the space of discussion with that, the space of how the mind is involved in that process. How do we talk through the space of what we realize and we recognize emotionally? And so for a number of you, this is a matter of, though, also how we say what we feel in a public way, how we take what we feel on a personal level and we present it in a public way. Be it your energy, be it that of another. All right. Now let's pull a Celtic cross, dear Pisces, see what comes through. All right, Pisces. Moving here from the deep past into. Oh, lush. I'm so happy you feel that way. Let's pull a few more cards and see what comes through here, Pisces, for you. The new moon in Scorpio. Now, remember, whatever it is that you're kind of setting as an intention around this time may come through to fruition about 6 months later. Around the full moon in Scorpio. All right, let's pull the card. Star, Mirror, and the 8 of Pentacles. We're on a journey, and we know it. It's guided, whatever it is. Again, I'm hearing, don't worry. If something is kind of like, seems too tough to work through now, don't you let it get the best of you. The Strength card upright, dear Pisces, in the deep past. Okay. Talk about strength. 3 of Wands in reverse in the recent past. I'm here again, guided here. The 6 of Wands in reverse in the current state. Feeling heat. I'm not sure what else we'll do. We'll get to that. 4 of Cups upright in the energetic pathway that leads you into the current state. Okay. In your advice is the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, I'm hearing trust the process. Near future is the Temperance card in reverse. Dear Pisces. In the hopes and our fears is the Sun of Pentacles upright. I'm hearing it's a matter of simplicity. Okay, we want to create a space that moves forward seamlessly. We want to know, our left move from our right move. We want to have things moving forward. Okay, in a way that may also feel like, kind of, I don't want to say predictable, but realistic. Like, I can understand how that step leads to the next. Here comes the Daughter of Wands in reverse, leading out into the future. And the environment is the Ace of Wands. Yes, Pisces, this is your superpower here. I'm hearing specifically, okay? This is your portal here, the Ace of Wands and the Strength card and the 9 of Cups coming through, leading you up, Pisces. This is your passion, okay? And the Judgment card at the base of the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Leading out as well here with the 4 of Wands in reverse, 4 swords in reverse, 2 fours here, and the Hangman reverse. That's it. We're done. The Star as your theme, Pisces. Need we say any further than that? You are in a process of transformation. You perhaps are finding and you're feeling guided to move in a certain direction. This could be your energy, it could be that of another, but I'm seeing that whatever it is simultaneous in a certain way as well. Like if I feel like I'm drawn to that person, there is a space of reflection there. Okay, there's a reason why I feel that, there's a reason why they feel that. And so there's something that perhaps whenever you feel, leads to a certain process of bringing and drawing your dreams to scale. For a number of you, this has to do with your future, what you see your future as, and especially for those of you dealing with an Aquarius, I'm hearing another Pisces. For a number of you, even a Gemini, even a Sagittarius, there is a lot on the table here. As you feel it, you might feel like this is a major opportunity, and I don't want to lose it. I'm hearing that as well. Now, the Strength card here is what you lead into this whole cycle with, Pisces. I'm hearing, don't feel stupid, okay? Ever. Even if you feel sometimes like you throw all your papers up in the air, you're like, damn it, I feel like a doofus. I feel like I did the math all wrong. I feel like I'm just imagining things. I'm seeing like someone's like slaps their own face. They're like, Neptune, you're just making me look like I'm nobody here. I don't know why, like you're just dreaming all day. Okay, like Pisces, like don't let it get to that point where you really get, you get also so far into your head about whatever this space is that you start to like climb on your own shoulders. I don't know what that's alluding to, like, and stand on your own 2 shoulders. Like, I don't know what that's about, Pisces, but there's something that, maybe you feel like I'm hard on myself. And you know, again, I'm hearing, do not doubt your intuition, Pisces. Okay? I'm hearing, don't stand outside of the space you stand for as well. Now, to say it in this way, there's something that you're real clear on. It's a matter of also what you feel is your comfort zone. For a number of you met someone, you have a very strong connection. You feel a very strong connection, especially if you're dealing with Leo. Or somebody who you met in a space that perhaps is related to the archetype of Leo. It could be related to entertainment. I'm hearing law degree program as well. I'm hearing J, judiciary system. Okay. They could be someone who is in a position that is super public. It could be related to politics as well. For a number of you, big time, they are a politician. I'm hearing that for a number of you. For another number of you, it is perhaps a space that is also really sunny. I'm seeing like a really sunny space. I'm hearing also a really physical space, a very interactive space. Okay, whatever it is I'm hearing, it is inspirational. It could be also their energy space where you find them to be very inspirational. Pisces, let's backtrack. For a number of you, again, you're dealing perhaps even straight up with Leo. All right? This could be someone who's got a lot of Leo on their chart. It could be by way of their moon, their Venus. They could have their Venus in the 5th house, I'm hearing as well, specifically. They could have Mars in Leo. They could have Mars in the 5th house, I'm hearing as well. All right, whatever it is for you, there was some kind of very, let's be real clear on this, Pisces. It was a really clear, okay, like impact that whatever the space was had on your future in some way. To say it in this way, you looked at the space and you saw the future, okay? You looked at this person and you saw the person also that they would eventually be to you, that they would become. For a number of you, I'm hearing the mother of my children. I'm hearing that right off the bat. And this could be energy also of another. It could be mutual, absolutely. Okay, but I'm hearing again, I feel stupid. I don't know what that's about. Maybe this is like your self-talk or their self-talk. It is perhaps even something that's related to the environment, the social circumstance. Like maybe someone feels like, if I told any of my friends that I felt like this way, they would think that I'm just like totally uncool. I mean, or totally like, you know, thoughtless. Like I just fall in love, you know, randomly. I don't know what that's going to. Like, let's not get into that, okay? Because Pisces, yet again, your advice is the 7 of Cups in reverse, okay? Let's not go there, right, to that point where we start to think about our emotions within the context of what is kind of like subjective, okay? Like everything is subjective, right? Like let's not take it to the level where we start to take what we feel and then plug it into everyone else's equation and say, what does it mean in this context? What does it mean in that context? You know, Pisces, it's a matter of the way you see it, right? So there will always be a number of people who don't see it the way you do. There will always be people in the room who will chase down your dreams and those who will cheer them on, okay? So take it as you will, right? What is it that you really take this dream as? What do you take it for? Is it something that you hold as a test with yourself of will? What is it that I really want and how deeply am I willing? How far am I willing to go to accomplish it? Right? To create the space for it to thrive within. And so for a number of you, it's a matter of inspiration, motivation. This is a dream that you have also within your public space, your private space, I'm hearing as well, your professional space, taking and drawing to scale your dreams, your abilities. And so for a number of you, this is a matter of gaining traction in a professional way, in a public way. Now, let's say it in this way as well for a number of you. You had a vision very clearly, whatever this was. It felt really positive to you. It was like warm. I'm seeing you felt this like warmth, Pisces, that you hadn't felt in a long time here. And again, it could be a person, it could be an industry, it could be a space, whatever it was, whatever it was, space, yeah, a physical environment as well. You felt real good there, Pisces, whatever it was. And I'm hearing, I don't want to change the channel. I'm hearing, I don't want to go. I love this. I'm hearing specifically. Now, could have been a vision that you had, right? Something that you even meditated on, something from the past that you that you were in the process of also interpreting. Interesting. Okay, but let's not get into that. Now the strength are here upright. For a number of you, there was a period of processing this space. I'm hearing 3 months. I'm hearing it was 3 months ago, perhaps, that you even met this individual. That's for a number of you. I'm hearing even 3 to 5, something of that nature. Maybe the very first time you met them was 5 months ago, and then some of them came through 3 months ago. That kind of like even made the space somewhat official in some kind of way. I'm hearing it branded it. Now, all right, again, this could be a dream that you had even in childhood for a number of Pisces. I'm hearing, I want to change the world. That's what I'm hearing for a number of you. I'm hearing, I want to be the change. I'm hearing also that I see in myself. And so for Number, this is a space in which you saw yourself really becoming quite publicly known. I'm hearing as well. Like it was something where you're like, this is my dream and I want to make it something that I can work with. I'm hearing that I can then inspire others to work with. Okay, so hold on a second. For a number of you, this is something that you want to even you want to think about within the context of a community. Perhaps you want to create a public space. I'm hearing a community to communicate with others through. Okay, about this, whatever this is. Now let's backtrack. For a number of you, you see your work taking also itself on. Or taking on a really public space. Now, you got the Four of Cups in your energetic pathway. It leaves in your current state, the Six of Wands in reverse. There's something about a feeling of getting clear on what that feeling really was. Now, it's interesting because it was so clear. But now we move into this Four of Cups and the Six of Wands in reverse. There's something about the environment, perhaps, that you feel you need to change, you need to shift, perhaps of your lifestyle, your habits. And so it's a process of, okay, I had this really clear vision. Now, what do I need to do? I'm almost seeing you like retract, you kind of like retreat from that space. And you're like, now what do I do to get to that point? I'm hearing also back to that point. So remember, this is perhaps even energetic. It could be, again, a certain level that you reach in your career at a certain point where you're like, I want to get back to that level. I want to get back to that scale. And so for a number of you, this is perhaps even a vision that you have something you would like to carry out in an intuitive manner. Hold on. For a number of you, this is a spiritual message. I'm hearing for a number of you, I'm hearing also a mission. Thank you so much, dear Ali. Love and light to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and for your dear words as well. All right. And so it's like, there's something that someone maybe felt was that they also needed to get honest with, that they really did see as potential. And so they were like, you know what? I see this space. I'm here for I also see this person. And I see that there is potential in this. So I want to honor it as that, as something that is also resembling and reflecting truth of what I can create. And so whatever that space was, then I'm seeing almost someone like, maybe they met someone, they're like, they had this epiphany moment, okay, Pisces, and they're like, I need to get myself on that track there. I'm hearing that as well. And this again could be the energy of another. Maybe someone felt again, maybe even a little self-conscious. They felt like, I don't think I'm quite ready yet. I have the vision. Maybe I'm meditating on this space and I feel it very clearly. I see it very clearly, but and I'm feeling pressure in the throat. I'm hearing throat, but I'm feeling heart. So there's something that perhaps, I feel like I got to process, okay, what it is that I also feel connected to. Okay, that is my calling and something that I want to create. And so the Three of Wands is in reverse. For a number of you, this is actually social. For no number of you, something that you felt maybe your environment in some way is a factor. It could even be socially. Like maybe you were maybe involved in some kind of project or something that was almost like predictable, but it was like taking your time. Thank you so much. Oh, dear Ioson X, thank you so much. Love and light to you all here. And so, there was something that someone was like feeling like awkward about. Even they're like, I feel like by me like I'm hearing inspiration. Okay, so let's say like Pisces, something became so clear to you, it was like almost like offensive to you. Okay, like let me just say it like that. Like maybe you met someone or you were invited, I'm hearing as well, into some kind of space where you're like, this is how I'm hearing people should be treated, I'm hearing as well. And then you go back, you like, almost like maybe you're even on vacation or like you get invited to some event, you look at how people like interact and you're just like, this doesn't make sense. Like something that you thought was also an ideal of yours, like you realized, nah, I'm hearing that's not my Nantucket fairy tale love story. I'm hearing at all, actually. And You know, it's a matter of reviving the sense of inspiration here that really happened for you, perhaps in this, again, 3 to 5 month period in the past, like just recently. All right, Pisces, like you started to process also your passion in a whole new way. Now, again, this is for a number of you. For another number of you, this is a dream that you had. It was a long time ago, or childhood. It could even have been a space where you were holding that sort of energy in a public way, somehow. So, all right, now the strength card here is upright, mirroring the star, right? And if that is the case for a number of Pisces, you knew that this would eventually evolve. You knew that this would be something someday. You're like, I know someday I'm hearing also I'm going to be famous. I'm hearing that for a number of you, big time. For you perhaps also, yeah, it has to do with energy work. Okay, now let's get out of that though. We are now moving forward here into this temperance in reverse. I can't wait to talk about it. Now, this could be the energy of another. This could be someone here wanting to, yeah, okay, there's tension here building between the strength card and the temperance card. There's something that wants to manifest. Okay, I'm hearing as well. Now, be it something you had an idea about Pisces, something that you felt like, I see where this is going. I see it evolving. It could be even a vision that you have. You're like, I see how this will play out. All right. And whatever that is, you realize at the same time, though, that there was a certain timeline. And it was not actually related to time, interestingly enough. For a number of you, it was actually transcendental. It was something that you felt you needed to have patience with on a personal level. Even if what you saw yourself carrying out was in a public way, it was somewhat of a personal process of how you felt ready for carrying it out. Now, there might be some element here of also emotion that is involved, where maybe you felt like, I need to move through this space, you know, to a certain degree. I'm hearing like, according to a certain metrics, perhaps within a certain amount of time, at a certain pace. But it is gauged by way of your emotion, which is interesting because I'm saying that that is actually guided by way of your intuition. So for a number of you, you feel that there is some kind of macro movement of how you make movement and change towards this goal. And it might actually not be entirely your own emotion, Pisces. It might be the emotion as well of another that you're feeling. You're like, I feel like I'm feeling their feelings. I feel like I'm feeling what they're thinking of doing. I feel like I'm feeling where they're at spiritually, where they're at emotionally, where they're at also intuitively. What they are picking up on, what they're also accessing on a spiritual level. And so, yeah, so there's a lot of fantasy. Splitting the Empress from the star. Oh my, yeah. So for a number of you Pisces, you're moving into a whole new world. It's so exciting. I'm hearing there's a lot, oh my god, Empress, bearing the Ten of Pentacles, the Daughter of Pentacles in between the two. For a number of you, could be actually getting a promotion. For a number of you, a bonus. I'm hearing you are perhaps getting your work really recognized. I'm hearing publicly. For a number of you, I'm hearing salsa dancer as a salsa dancer. Okay, that could be for a number of you. Let's backtrack. But for a number of you, this is somebody who sees your potential. They see this space. Let's rather say it in this way. This is a space that is evolving. Okay, it's something that is not entirely a surprise. We're going to just kind of also be honest there. You know, you know what you are, Pisces, you know your potential, you know what's coming as well. All right, you perhaps in some way, you even had a dream about this. I'm seeing that as well, Pisces. Maybe you dreamt about this for quite some time, and so it's a matter of now revealing that impression and that insight. Love and light to you, Pisces. Enjoy this period. Have a beautiful new moon in Scorpio. I hope you're all enjoying these tantalizing energies. Thank you so much for tuning again. For those who want a private reading, you can book directly via the link in the bio box below. I know some of you have been asking, do you private readings? I do as of yet. So if that's something that you are interested in addition, astrology. If you'd like a live reading where we do one-on-one, kind of like this, going back and forth, but with you personally, then we can also book that. That's not available on the website. If you would like to book that, feel free to email me, alchemyandyou@gmail.com, and we can book there if that's of interest, if you feel guided. Call to do a live session together. We can also do a mentorship session if you would like to target astrology, and if you would like to gear it towards soul path, life path, calling, right? Love and light to you. Enjoy this period, Pisces. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you, Lush, so much for moderating. Thank you, Lisa. Lion Cat. I hope this was helpful for you in some way. Lala, Luis, Ethnic. How did I get my hair so long? I've been cut in 4 years. 4 or 5 years. And, you know, other things. So many factors. You know, Vanda, thank you so much, all of you. Love and light to you all here. Thank you so much. Leave comments, and I'll read them and get back to you there. All right. Love and light to you. Love you all so much as well, Jennifer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for connecting, tuning in. Ethnic Eve, yeah, you must be psychic. All right. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.